Good morning. This is the first topic, HDL or Hardware Description Language Introduction for CPA 382 Midterms video. I am Audrey S. Robinson, and we shall start first with the module outline. We have 6 categories here: Hardware Description Language, the structure of the HDL module, number 3, the styles or types of description, number 4 is the ports, and the 5th one are the operators, and lastly, the 6th one are the data types. So first, we'll talk about Hardware Description Language or HDL. So first, HDL is used to describe digital system like microprocessor, memory, or flip-flops. And then second, it's widely used in logic design. Number 3, there are 2 types of the HDL. First one is the VHDL or Very High Speed Integrated Circuit, and the second type is the Verilog. So the next one, the 4th, is the HDL facilitates a top-to-down methodology for using synthesis. And number 5, similar to other software languages such as C. So after wiring and testing the HDL code, the user can synthesize the code into the digital logic components like the gates and flip-flops that can be downloaded into FPGAs or compatible electronic components. So just 2 commonly used HDLs are HDL and Verilog. So I want to talk about why HDL is important. It allows for simulation and verification before manufacturing, reducing costly design errors. The next importance is the synthesis capability. The HDL can be converted into gate-level netlist, which can be implemented using FPGAs or field programmable gate arrays or ASICs, application-specific integrated circuits. And another importance of the HDL is it facilitates reusability and modularity, enabling designers to create complex systems by reusing verified components. So the next topic is the historical background. So first we have the Verilog, originated in 1980s, introduced and gone through several iterations of standardization by the IEEE or Institute of Electrical Electronic Engineering. Yes. This Verilog is for the logic simulation. It was influenced by C programming language, making it easier for engineers who are familiar with C to learn Verilog. And then standardized by the IEEE. So IEEE standard 1364 1995 mo na ang initial standard. And then pagka 2001 kay introduced added features like signed arithmetic, better file input output, and new system task. And then pag 2005 kay na-include na ang synthesis and verification. So ang kaning next one is the VHDL or Very High Speed Integrated Circuit Hardware Description Language, kay developed under the US Department of Defense for parang emphasizing strong typing and modularity, making it highly suitable for complex reusable system design. So pag 1076 and 1987 kana na time span, it was the first version. And then pag 1993 yun na improved language constructs and simulation control. And then pag 2008 kay it added enhanced language features for better design, modeling, and verification. For the structure of the HDL module, so it follows the general structure such as C. 1, the source code is a high-level language style, and 2, the text editors supplied by the HDL package vendor can be sued to write the module, or the code can be written using external text editors and be imported sa HDL package. So ang half-adder, combinational circuit, output solely depends on its inputs. So you add 2 input bits and the result would be kanang 2 bits. So ang output bits niya kay sum and carry out. Ang ganing module definition kay each module in the HDL represents a digital circuit or a component within the system. It specifies the input and then the output and internal logic or behavior. So we'll mention later the behavioral and structural modeling. So ang behavioral modeling describes what the module does, its functionality, without specifying how it is implemented. Meanwhile, the structural modeling defines how the module is built using interconnected components or gates. So ang kaning half-adder, here's the logic symbol. Ang A ug B kay mo na ang output. Meanwhile, ang S and C kay mo na ang sum and carry out. And then the logic diagram, here ang kaning sum is XOR or exclusive OR, and then ang carry out kay AND gate. Next is the structure of the VHDL or Very High Speed Integrated Circuit. So there are 2 major constructs, the entity and the architecture. Ang entity, it declares the input-output of the signals to be described. And then, ang example ani kay kaning A and B, mo na sila ang in-bit, and then the out-bit is the S and C. Meanwhile, the architecture kay describes the relationship between inputs and outputs of the system. So ang architecture kay kaning XOR, yun ay AND na mga nag-describe sa relationship. So ang entity and architecture, 1 is a name or identifier, and then 2, it is case insensitive, so it doesn't matter if capital or dili. 3, it should start a letter, a name, and then the 4th one, it can include special character like underscore. So ang kaning sa code, kaning entity, it acts like a function prototype. It declares the module's input and output. So it begins the entity part of the module followed by the name of the entity. So entity, half other. Muna ang kanang name and then it should start with the letter and then case insensitive, so pwede ra capital or dili, and then it can include special character underscore. And then the name. It does not convey any information about the system, it's just an identifier. Ang kaning is, pagkaman sa other niya, is a predefined word. It must be written after the name of the entity. And then kanang port, it starts the input outputs declaration. Declare na siya. Ang kaning in, it instantiates the mode of the port as an input, input. And then out, instantiates the mode of port as an output. So output bit. Ang kanang bit determines the value assigns that the signals A, B can take. And then ang kanang SC kay output. Semicolon kay separator. Next is the structure of the Verilog module. So there are two major parts of the Verilog: declaration and the body. So on the declaration, name, inputs, and outputs of the module is entered, and then body shows the relationship between the inputs and outputs of the system. So you can see again here ang iyang keyword kay module, and then ang ganiha kay sa VHDL kay kuan man to entity. So karon sa Verilog module, and then the name half other. The rules for the identifier kay case sensitive ning Verilog, so dapat ko ng iyang uppercase lowercase, starts with the letter, and then similar with the previous one, it can also include special character and like an underscore. So ang kaning Verilog structure combines both the entity and architecture aspects from HVDL. Makita nato ang instead of entity kay module ibutang yan na ang name, and na ato ang mga input output A, B, and SC dahil lang iyang pagka input or pagka write sa code. However nada ko siya, na diri ang input instead of in and out, butang niya input output niya A, B, output S, C, and then ang kaning assign mo na ni ang kanang pagkuan sa iyang relationship between the inputs and outputs. So assign S, A, value up of B, A and B sa C. So next are the types or styles of description. There are 6 of them. First one is the data flow, behavioral, structural, switch language, mixed type, and mixed language. So ang first one is the data flow description, describes how the system signal flows from the input to the output. So examples of Verilog kay mo tong assign output equals ang katong input dayon with the relationship. Meanwhile sa HVDL kay manang ang output and then less than or equal, and then the input na A XOR B, makita nimo dira ang relationship kay nagamit siya AND gate or exclusive OR gates. And the second one, behavioral description, models the system as how the outputs behave with the inputs. Usually flowchart ang gigamit ani na behavioral description. Sa Verilog kay it uses always and initial blocks, meanwhile sa HVDL kay uses process blocks. So makita nato ang flowchart, behavioral description kay flowchart dili ang gamitan, and then diri sa code kay makita nato sa HVDL ang entity ang keyword na ay port, and then ang iyang layout sa pag instantiate sa modules na input and output. Meanwhile diri sa Verilog kay nagamit siyang module, and then na ay kaning keyword na always, and then mag end module. So yeah, the next one, I think it was the third one, switch level description. The switch level description models the system as a component or components or gates. You can identify this description by the presence of the keywords in architecture sa HVDL or gate structures such as and, or, and not diri sa Verilog. So sa HVDL kay kaning architecture, you can find kanang architecture na keywords and VHDL na coding. Meanwhile sa Verilog kay ang iyaha kay mga gates like and, or, not. And then so mixed type, wala ni sa PDF pero like ako na lang i-include, combines different description styles within one module or system, and then the mixed language uses both VHDL and Verilog for different modules within a project, leveraging the strengths of each language. And the fifth one, ports. So ang ports kay communication means between the system to be described and the environment. Sa HVDL mode, makita dyan nato sa code niya na balik-balik ang mga keywords kay na in, na out, and then buffer. This port can be used as both an input and output but can only have one source. And then in, out, the port can be used as both an input and output. And linkage, same as in, out, but the port can only correspond to a signal. Meanwhile, there is a Verilog HDL mode, tulo, input, output, in, out, rin lang magamit na ports. The operators sa Verilog, logical operators, muna sila ang katong mga gates like and, or, not or, exclusive not or, and then not. Yung operand type and result type, if bit ka na siya, bit po ang result. So ang katong Verilog arithmetic operators kay ang iyang operation symbol, and then the description, addition, subtraction, exponent, the A or B type, numeric and B numeric niya. Ang kanirang modulus kay not real number, concatenation kay pwede siya array. Tapos sama to. Ano din na last, so paano to ang last, sir? Thank you for listening and see you soon. Bye-bye.